Well, let's try and stay on the outside of the grass line. Try and act like we know what we're doing. Welcome back, guys. I have drifted down to the other hump. I'm going to try and stay on the outside of the grass line this time. See if we can't pick one off on the outside. I'm in about 12 feet of water right now. The eelgrass is starting to move around, shift with the wind. If I don't catch anything on this hump, after that, we're going to beat the bank, guys, which is what I think a lot of you want to see, because this action on the humps, there's not much to look at. There's not much to look at in terms of scenery. I mean, you see me standing in the front, but whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Some dude standing in the front of his boat, fishless. Seen it. And I had high hopes for that Popar. But he let me down. He let me down. Right now, the trolling motor is pulling a flotilla of yo, Trey, what's up, man? Glad you're back. Brendan, somewhere on this, that's grass. Somewhere on this lake, I know they're tearing them up. But in this particular location, at this particular time, this guy is not one of those guys. You'd figure this early in the morning, they'd be biting left and right. Trey, welcome back, bro. Hopefully you see me catch something other than a catfish. Trey is a longtime viewer, first-time caller. Nah, just kidding. But Trey has been there since the beginning of the live streams. And Trey claims he's only seen me catch a catfish. He seems to miss out anytime I catch a bass. Let's change that right now, Trey. Bro, you missed my 4-pounder yesterday. Though, sad part is, that was singular. You know what I'm saying? 4-pounder instead of 4-pounders. That would have been better. Sometimes you wave at boats and they don't wave back. What I should have done was, when I waved and he didn't wave back, I should have been acted like I was fixing my hat or something. But instead, he punked me. He punked me. Probably saw that I wasn't catching any fish. I was like, bro, I don't wave at dudes who don't catch fish. Raymond Green. I am fishing Lake Guntersville. It may not seem like it because the amount of fish that I've caught, which is one little tiny one, but this is Lake Guntersville. Uh, I can't verify whether he watches with his eyes open or closed, but either way, he hasn't seen one. So now it's time to give him what he wants. Give him a largemouth, hopefully a big one. We're in the grass. Well, sorry guys. This is very interesting. All right, I think I'm going to throw not on the hump, but parallel to the deeper side. Let it settle down. Let it soak a little bit, and then pop it towards me little by little. Kim, what is up? Welcome back. Welcome back. And just so you know, Brendan, that's life. That's life. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of roll with the punches all the time. So Kim, welcome back. Welcome back. Raymond, currently I am using a Zoom trick worm. I assume that you are asking what baits I'm using so that you don't use them whenever you fish Lake Guntersville right now. Be like, well, let's see what this fool's thrown. What has he caught with? Nothing. Okay. I mean, I have caught a stupid little one, but maybe my problem is that I'm not grateful for that little guy. I should be grateful for the little guy and be like, oh, I didn't zero. I just halved. Because I wouldn't count him as a full fish. But all I did was half a fish. We'll get him, guys. We'll get him. Trey is depending on it. Trey's wondering why he uses his data on this stuff. Negative, sir. Mr. Raymond, it was not on a drop shot. It was on a pop-ar. Oops, sorry guys. Didn't notice the camera wasn't pointing in my direction. But it was on a pop-ar bait, top water. I did miss 2 on there. But what do you call it? They must have been small because the one that I did catch was small. So by process of elimination, that tells me there was only small fish in that area jumping around, causing ruckus. Pat, some people believe that I never even leave the water, dog. That's the rumor. That's the rumor, that I live on the water. I do not. I do have land legs as well as, I mean, technically not sea legs, but water legs. But I'm glad that you're out here early with us, Pat. Though, I can tell you right now, it has not been productive. But the spirit is not broken. Not just yet, at least. So I thought that, I mean, the popper hit wasn't too vicious because it was like a little dude, bro. Like, I'm talking about tiny. I actually, sorry about that, guys. I actually was pretty proud of that little guy for taking the task on of biting that popper. I was like, bro, this guy's the same size as you. What's your problem? But I was proud of him. Of course, I didn't convey that to him, but he knew. He knew. Well, Brendan, I assume you're referring to my "do I ever get off the water" comment. Bro, I don't think I'm in the, I don't see any storm clouds or anything. I'm not sure if you were there when the storm went down. Oh, bro, that was insanity. It was insanity. And trust me, putting these videos out ain't worth my life. But somehow I got stuck in it. And it was fun stuff. Oh man, see? That's my hype man right there. That's my hype man. Just south of Lanier. He's all like, bro, you're catching more than what we are on the couch. So that might have been a what do you call that? There's a phrase for it. Something compliment. Son of a gun. I don't even know words now. I've been on the water for too long. I only speak fish. Clearly not that well because I'm not able to communicate with them to bite. But that might have been a backhanded comment or compliment where you're like, yeah, you're catching more than the ones we are on the couch. But barely, dog, because he's a little one. I like it, dude. I like it. I like it a lot, bro. Okay, guys, we're posting up on the point of this hump. How much time do we got left? Just a bunch of 13 minutes of some dude talking on the front of his boat. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So I'm going to post up and I'm going to thoroughly fan cast this area. And if that don't bring a fish, well then, we'll move to another spot in the next live. And it'll be on the bank and we're going to be burning the bank, beating the bank as it were. All right. Where we at, 4-pounder? We'll see what Trey had to say. A local teenager and his dad died in a shrimp boat. Hold up. On a shrimp boat about 2 months ago. They got caught in the storm. Pat, backhanded compliment, all right? See, Pat, I couldn't figure out what that was. That comment, or I mean that phrase. Now I'm assuming those poor guys that died in that storm, I'm assuming that was in the ocean. Luckily I was a little more inland and it was It just came out of nowhere, guys. Came out of nowhere. So I don't mess around with Mother Nature. In fact, in the video, I state that. Here's one. In the video, I state that. Oh, that feels like an okay one. Oh, that looks like an okay one. All right, guys. We are back. Looks like about maybe 4-pounder. Asking ye shall receive. That's the situation we got going on right here. Oh yeah, see? Post up, dog. Now we got one bass for Trey. Yo, Trey, if I can land this one is one where you've seen me catch a fish. Maybe he's about 3.5 right now, guys. He's very green. And I don't mean just, color-wise, but I'm talking about he's got a lot of energy, so I'm going to let him wear himself out. Then we can turn this channel into what I wanted to turn it into. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. That's the channel I want, and not for what it usually stands for, but for Big Bass Landings. Here we go. Let's see if this guy has calmed down a little bit. I'll give him one more splash. Yeah, I'll let him take one more splash. Take a bow. He's hooked pretty well, guys, so I'm not too worried about that. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. So he's a 3-pounder, guys. A 3-pounder, more than likely. Bad angle because the sun is there. Let's do this. Let's flip us to the back of the boat. That's where my homie just south of Lanier hangs out. Chilling right there. Rolling with me. Trey, is this good enough for you, bro? It's a good hook set. Gonna have to get my Leatherman out. That was locked in, player. That hook was locked in. I will holler at you guys on your comments in a little bit. Not meaning to ignore anybody. But I gotta get this guy unhooked. There we go. That was a good hook set. That wasn't going anywhere. And there was an explosion back there. So there it is, Trey. Probably about 3.5. Nothing huge for Lake Guntersville. Let's weigh him, Trey. Weigh him for Trey. Weigh for Trey. All right, Trey, let's see here. There it is. 3.57. 3.57. 3.5. Probably hard to see with the sun, so let me turn the camera back this way. Maybe that's worse. But it says 3.57. I don't know if you guys are willing to believe me, but the scale is there. There you go, Trey. 3.57. Miracles can happen, dog. 3.57. Let's dump this baby back in the water and get a line back in the water. Thank you, fish, for making me not look like a fool. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Now let's see what the homies is saying about that fish. Might be like staged. That fish is staged. No way did he catch that. This fool don't catch fish. Let's see what we got here. Trey said, let's go. Shoot, I'm changing my channel name to Latin Bass. I appreciate that. Just south of Lanier. That actually is pretty funny. All right, Pat, that's a good one. Yep, Trey, I got to boat it. We got that one in. Good fish. Better than no pounder. Let me get a worm on, guys, while I'm reading these. We can multitask. We can multitask. How much time we got left? We got another 11 minutes here. Potential to catch another one. I didn't want to have to slow down like that, guys, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. These fish will tell you what you got to do. Oh my God. Why do I keep getting these emails that get in the way of the chats? All right, guys. I will check out those comments. I appreciate you guys hyping it up. Let me just get a worm out real quick. And then shout you guys out. Holler at you guys. Where? I do appreciate that. That comment there. Just south of Lanier. Dude, I'm telling you, that spot's right there for you to cruise. All right, I'm going to throw a just slightly different color. I'm throwing a green pumpkin now. Or I'm going to put a green pumpkin on, but I'll have to go back to my old school tagger days, though I was never a tagger, guys. I just messing around. For legal purposes, I was never a tagger, but just kidding. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of chartreuse at the tip of this guy, see if that helps out. I don't know if the statute of limitations is over. All right, let's get back to these comments. Choked it. We got some clapping hands. Good job, everyone. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right. You guys had to keep me zoned in. I could have gone to a dark place right there, guys. But you guys held me in check. Said, bro, you got this. You might catch one. That was a team fish right there. Put this worm back on. Of course we believe you. No self-respecting fisherman would make that up. Definitely a group effort. Let's get back out there, guys. Let's group another one. Whoop. Well, if I drop my rod, we ain't doing any catching. Here we go. Here we go. Fan cast the area. Slow roll them. Let them choke it. Okay, I'm probably going to have to put on my sun covers because the sun is not playing anymore. Trey, I'm just glad you were able to see one. I assume that you had your eyes open for that one. Man, I have like a flotilla of eelgrass just on my trolling motor right now. I'm basically cleaning up the lake. BBL Drizzy. What brand and size of hook am I using? So I am using some Trocar hooks. This is, I believe, a 4/0 EWG hook. I use Trocars because of they got serrated edges on their tips. I think 3 serrated edges. And dude, to me personally, I think that like it takes little effort to set the hook. Sometimes I think that's what saved me. The fact that I had a Trocar and not a different style hook. And keep in mind, I'm not sponsored by anyone but the good Lord himself. So when I tell you these opinions, they're going to be honest ones. But that's a 4/0 hook. I'm throwing a Zoom Magnum Trickworm, so I need a little bigger hook on that one. If I'm throwing something like a Chigger Craw or something like that, a smaller creature bait, I'll switch to a 3/0 hook. Because I see they recently need to drink some water. No, my homie agrees. Dude, there was a sale. The way I got so many Trocars, yeah, I got enough time to tell this story. We got about 3 minutes. There was a sale on Trocars at Academy, and they freaking, I don't know, bro. I don't know why, but this was when they first came out, and they were like $7 for like maybe 3 or 4 hooks or whatever, maybe 5 hooks, whatever, just something outrageous, right? When they barely came out, I don't think they were selling that well, and Academy in El Paso had a sale on them. Bro, I just went and I scooped them all up except for 1 pack, because I usually leave 1 pack for the next guy, you know, trying to be nice. I leave 1 pack of every single size so that the next guy could get one. But they had a sale. Dude, I had a receipt that was like 6.5 feet long from all the baits that I bought and the hooks that I bought. And I'm still using those hooks to this day. Oh, son of a gun. He took off with it, guys, and I didn't stick him. Son of a gun. He took off, I felt him, and then I was like, oh, God. And I stopped because I gave to him a little bit because I thought he felt me pull. And I gave to him and tried to set the hook and missed him. So they might be here, guys. We might start the next live stream here and just slow roll them. I missed that one, guys. Trocars let me down. They're supposed to be self-setting hooks. Just as I sang their praises. Yeah. It's not sitting well with that miss right there. Technically, I struck out because I had missed those other strikes over there. I'm hoping. I'm hoping.